Hey guys, this is Blake NeeSmith, Nashville, Tennessee. I just want to take a few moments to tell you my story with LifeVantage and Pro Tandem. Really quick, married to Amy. We've been married for 10 years. We have a 3-year-old daughter, Harper. We have another little baby on the way we're excited about. But a few years ago, I also sing for a Christian band, and that's why we moved to Nashville. But right after we moved here, I started feeling, I wouldn't say stressful, but almost depressed. I started dealing with anxiety, started dealing with fogginess, low energy. Went to the doctor. This was 2 years ago. Went to the doctor, got some blood work done, and they said, "Sir, you got the testosterone levels of an 80-year-old." And so I was like, "How? Why?" And said, the food you're eating, the air that you're breathing, the world that you're living in. She said, "I believe your generation won't live to be 60 years old." And I said, "Well, what can I do about it?" She said, "We can put you on test replacement therapy. It's about $200 a month." And I was willing to do anything at that point. So I started that, was on it for about a year. It started dealing with all kind of side effects, and I jumped off that at the top of 2016, and about 6 months ago, we just bought our home, our first house. We were playing to about 15,000 people a night in an arena tour with Toby Mac. Our song was doing really well on the radio. And I say all those things to tell you this. I had a lot of stuff going for me, and I remember sitting on our kitchen counter just looking at my wife crying, just saying, "I'm the most miserable person in the world right now." And I went through that for a few months, and probably about 3 months ago, my old youth pastor came by my house, and I started telling him how I felt and some of the things that were going on. And he said, "Dude," he said, "I barely know this guy, but here's his number. You need to contact him. He pushes this product. You need to check it out." So called this guy, just cold call, and said, "Hey man, what you selling?" And we started digging in a little bit, and he said, "I really think this can help you," and started telling me about the business. And I wasn't necessarily sure I wanted to dig into the business side of it. I just knew I needed the product. And he said, "I'd really like to get this guy on the phone with you. He's an actor. His name's Michael T. Williamson. He played Bubba in Forrest Gump." And so I was like, "Yeah, let's get him on the phone." He said, "He's got a really cool story. You need to hear it." So got on the phone with Michael T., and he started sharing how this product had saved his mom's life. His mom had liver failure, and basically she got on this for a few weeks, and she was bedridden. And he walked into the kitchen one day, and his mom was standing up in the kitchen cooking breakfast, and just said, "Son, I feel like I'm 20 years younger." And so I got off the phone with Michael T., and definitely believed everything that they were telling me, but at the same time was very skeptical. And about that time, my mom called, and I was talking to her, and I told her, I was like, "Yeah, I just got off the phone with Bubba from Forrest Gump." And she was like, "Why were you talking to him?" And I started telling her about this product, and she stopped me. She said, "You don't have to tell me about that. I've been taking that for 5 years." And at that point, I was blown away. I was like, "How? Why?" Once again. And she said she had a hysterectomy. She started dealing with fibromyalgia, with migraines, depression. Said she had shoulder pains. A lot of this stuff was all hitting her at the same time. And she said she started taking this product. She said 4 to 5 weeks in, all of these things went away, and they've never came back. She said, "I'll never not take this again the rest of my life." So hung up the phone with her. I called them back. I said, "Man, here's the thing. No way my mom has any skin in the game. What she's telling me is true. So not only do I want to buy this product, but I really feel like the Lord's telling me to sell this as well." And so ordered it. It came in the mail. My wife and I both started taking this at the same time. We woke up the next day, looked at each other, and we were like, man, I haven't slept this good in 10 years. And she was dealing with migraines right before we started taking this, and she had some psoriasis right in the top of her head right here. And obviously, I told you what I was dealing with. Probably 2 to 3 days in, her migraines went away and haven't came back. Psoriasis is gone in her head. 5th day in for me, I almost went through this like detoxing process. 5th day in for me, I woke up and I felt alive, metabolized. The little things that were upsetting me weren't upsetting me as much anymore. I was literally just working around the house all day. I still am. You know, almost 3 months into taking this, I feel better than I ever felt on testosterone replacement therapy. So I started telling the world about it. I got my grandfather, who's in early stages of dementia. He started taking this. 3 weeks in, my dad called me and said, I just got off the phone with your grandfather. He's not repeating himself anymore. He's very articulate. In fact, I tried to trick him a few times and I couldn't do it. Started telling my whole family and friends, and those are stories on their own, but this product has definitely changed my life. This business has changed my life. And I'm so excited to continue to introduce this to people. As a believer in the Lord, as a believer in health and wellness, how could I not tell people about this? It's available to anyone. It's very effective. It's not expensive. It's very powerful, and I pray that it blesses you the way it's blessed me. Thanks.